All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Houston Rockets' first win of the season, 137 to 109 at home against the Brooklyn Nets. This was an extremely complete game, unbelievably efficient, and it was just a really good team effort. I don't know why I have these in again. But first win of the season. I know the Nets aren't the best team in the association per se. I believe this makes him 0 for 4 now. Great team victory. All right, everybody feasted. Tari Eason off the bench feasted. Şengün did his thing. KD did his thing. Everybody did their thing. And they defensively completely they locked him up. Cam Thomas. The Nets, not to be rude, they're not the best franchise out there, like we said. And as you can see, Cam Thomas is a bucket. They came in with one goal. That was to stop Cam Thomas. And folks, I'll tell you this. He didn't even get shots up. I'll pull up the box score right now. All right. We're doing the mini mic again. I have this big mic planned. This is in the planner. I just made a video over on Will Upton using this mic. I feel the quality, it just barely made the cut to upload. I wasn't a huge fan of it, so I got to work it out a little bit more. But anyways, Houston, 57.6% from the field, 50% from downtown, 16 threes out of 32 attempts, 23 of 26 from the free throw line. That's an 88.5% clip. I keep saying it in all these Rockets videos we've been making, but it's truly, since I started covering this team 5 years ago, it's a huge game changer. You noticed it last year, but like post-Harden, Christian Wood, John Wall, Oladipo, Patton era, the free throws were, oh my god, dude. It was so bad some nights. Only 10 total turnovers, 39, 36 won the rebound battle, but barely. We wanted to show Cam Thomas's statistics, 3 of 9 from the field. Cam Thomas, he just dropped 40 a couple of nights ago. He had 9 points, 3 of 9 from the field. Cam Thomas. Houston got off quick, 42 to 25 after the first quarter. It honestly started pretty hot for the Nets. Oh my goodness. Oh, can you guys even hear this? That's a hair. Let's throw that away. The Rockets trapped Cam. They pressed him. They defensively made sure Cam Thomas was not going to even have the I almost said football. I did that last video. They made sure Cam Thomas, when he had the basketball, was going to be as uncomfortable as possible. That's exactly what happened. He went 3 of 9, 1 of 2 from downtown, 9 points. I mean, Cam Thomas, I get it. It's the Nets. Third time. I'm not trying to bash the Nets. I'm just trying to say there's not much right now. They have like 5 rookies playing. And you know, now that we're on the topic, the subject, I noticed watching this basketball game, because they have literally 5 rookies. One of them didn't play. He's on my fantasy basketball team. I think his name's like Eamon. It's a difficult name. It's very foreign. Seraph played. They had a bunch of rookies, most of them on the bench, and I just noticed watching this basketball game how like uncomfortable they were. And there were a couple of like zone defensive plays for the Nets where they were just like constantly like looking around and they just looked jittery. Amin Thompson also figured that out really quickly. Unfortunately, he had 2 fouls in the first like 4 minutes of the basketball game, so he had to get subbed out. But right when he got his second foul, he pretty much on back-to-back layups figured out, hey, I'm going up against a rookie point guard. Let me burn him. So let's get into some statistics because we've been going on for 5 minutes. Folks, hit the like button, hit that sub button, you know the deal. I am leaning towards making a video after every Rockets game, but it's not going to be post-game. We're already 3 games into the season. It's 10:30 here, Monday night in Florida, and I don't want to be like a rapid reaction kind of YouTuber anymore. I kind of want to let the takes marinate and all this stuff. But I did watch this game, 137 to 109 once again. It was Brooklyn kept it close in the first couple of minutes of this game, and then Houston really ran away with it. Let's get into the stats like we were saying. Most of the starters were benched for numerous 5+ minutes. J.D. Davison looked good. Aaron Holiday looked good. We'll talk about that as it gets on. Josh Okogie started this basketball game in place of Steven Adams. I feel like the offense and the defense ran way more fluidly. It was just the paint's less clogged. I really liked it. And I know, Ime Udoka's going with matchup based with those offensive starting lineups. DFS still isn't healthy as well. But Josh Okogie got the start. 10 points. Let's see. No rebounds. 1 assist, 2 steals. 2 of 2 from downtown, 3 of 5 from the field. He was awesome. I mean, just like, we say this in every episode. We say this in every video, but you get the point. He's not going to be a statistical guy, but his impact, it's there. It's clear. It's clear as day. KD, Kevin Bleepin Durant, 19.6 rebounds. He was great, specifically in the first half. Jabari, I felt like 11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown. Jabari didn't get the ball for the first 4 or 5 minutes. It's not that I forgot he was out there because he was still having some nice defensive stops, but I really liked Jabari's role as the basketball game went on because it was just kind of complimentary. It was like he's the wide open guy in the corner, or the wide open guy on the wing, or he's wide open in the paint, or he's got a nice one-on-one matchup. Nothing felt forced. Like I said, in the first quarter, I noticed he didn't really even get the basketball too much. Maybe you'd like to see more than 7 attempts, but let's see how many minutes he played. He played 24 minutes. These guys, it was a blowout heading into the fourth quarter. Alperen Şengün, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 7 of 11 from the field, 2 of 2 from downtown. He had some nice threes in there, obviously, as the statistic says, but Alperen Şengün was money. He was honestly making everything tonight, and he was an enforcer. He was a playmaker. He was doing his part on defense. He played only 30 minutes is pretty decent compared to 24 for Jabari and Amin, but Şengün doing his thing. Once again, after the first half, man, honestly, I'm not great at math here. So Houston was up 42 to 15, so that's 17 points, 17 minus 6. Houston only had technically an 11-point lead heading into halftime. In the third quarter, they outscored Brooklyn 32 to 17, so that's really where the floodgates, I guess, came in. Amin was a team-high plus 33, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 of 10 from the field. Took 1 3, missed it. He was great, especially to start off this basketball game, but he was dealing with a little bit of foul trouble. The refs are playing him or calling him pretty aggressively, but he's playing like super aggressively too. I mean, he'll have some of these fouls, and he's like Şengün. He's like, whoa, what? It's like, yeah, dude, that's a foul. But we'll figure it out. Still a great basketball game from him nonetheless. Tari Eason, I mean, kind of the star of the game, 22 points, plus 21, 8 of 12 from the field, 5 of 7 from downtown, which I'm 100% sure was a career high for him. He also had, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, a block. Tari Eason was a beast. He was making everything. 8 of 12, 5 of 7 from downtown. Tari Eason was making everything. He was always open. He was always doing the right thing. I even threw out a tweet. Folks, I said in our last video, follow the Twitter. Nobody followed the Twitter, so I'll throw it back in the description of this video. Follow the Twitter. It's Will Upton YT. I guess that's kind of confusing. It's my YouTube handle, Will Upton YouTube YT. But I was saying the Tari Eason hate is crazy because it's 2 basketball games. Like, I don't know what it is in this new era of sports where people freak out over a 2-game sample size. So Tari Eason, welcome back, because it was a slow two first games. One of them was bad. But sometimes you have bad games, and it's the first couple of games. It's an extended preseason. People forget we're in an extended preseason. All right, Steven Adams, 16 minutes. Didn't do too much outside of rebounding, which was huge because he had 5 offensive rebounds. Clint Capella had 8 points, a perfect 4 of 4 in 16 minutes. He was money as well. And then we saw some garbage time from Aaron Holiday and J.D. Davison, who, like I said at the beginning of this video, I'd like to see more Aaron Holiday. I'd also love to see more J.D. Davison. With both of those two guys being said, I get it that minutes are very sparse, and you've got Tari, Steven, Clint, and Reed as your next. That's your bench rotation. So I get it. You only have 9-man rotation. I'd like to see that personally at 10 or 11 in the regular season, but I guess everybody is different. I like to keep the legs fresh. I feel like a 9-man rotation is more for the playoffs, so maybe we'll see how that goes. But I'm sure Ime, just in general, minutes aside, is just trying to, secure these rotations. I felt like Reed had a great basketball game. I just threw out a tweet about him. 15 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, a steal, 6 of 11 from the field, 3 of 7 from downtown. Now, I get that a lot of that, not even a lot of that, but a lot of his production was done in the final half of the fourth quarter, and he's going up against the Brooklyn Nets bench squad. But he looked super comfortable, and the way I would word it for just in general, like as a comparison, would be it's like a rookie or it's like a young quarterback. You want to give these guys reps. I get it. Maybe Reed Shepard's not a 6th man of the year right now. Maybe he's not even a good 7th or 8th man off of the bench right now. But he has to be by the end of the season. First off, he's got to be if the Rockets want to make a finals run. Reed's got to be ready by the end of the year. But you got to give these guys reps. It's like a young QB. They need reps. I was saying that with J.J. McCarthy, like, he's a year and a half into the goddamn NFL season. We've barely seen J.J. McCarthy because he was injured for his rookie year. We saw Reed Shepard play half of the Rockets season, and now he's getting meaningful minutes. But that's just my point. Like, these dudes need reps. How do you think you're going to get better? How do you think the game's going to slow down? Like, you need reps. I'm seeing way too much stuff on social media about how freaking washed this dude is. Folks, I'm being a little over dramatic, but not even really. I'm seeing way too much Reed Shepard over dramatization. I mean, it's ridiculous. Give these kids a chance. And with that being said, that concludes it. It's getting a little bit late here. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit that sub button if you haven't already. I'll figure out that mic soon. Hopefully this mic did its job. And let me know what you guys think down below with these videos, the Rockets game, all that fun stuff. I feel like I'm starting to whisper because it is pretty late. So we'll see you later. Peace.